Hello and welcome to this Razertip video on the Razr Mini Smoke Extractor. As usual, we're going to take a close-up look on how it operates and functions, as well as take a look at how this thing can be so beneficial to any pyrography situation. All right, so if you've ever done any wood burning, you know there's smoke involved. Some people like the smell of the smoke. That's what draws them into pyrography. Other people don't like it. So depending on what you're burning, it can impact this. One thing people do is they open a window, have a fan moving some air, but that's not always an option for people. And working in a small space, capturing the smoke at the source is a great way to go, and that's what this is for. It's got an intake down here, two-stage filtration, a pre-filter and a primary filter at the top. You can add additional primary filters at the top for extra filtration. This thing can be used flat this way, and this hood comes off, and you can use it flat this way, or mount it on a tower mount system. We'll go over that shortly. And you can hang it directly above your project, which allows you to rotate your project underneath. It's a great way to not have it in the way. Some people, it gets in the way if you're using a bigger project. There's lots of different things you can do with it, but let's take a close-up look at how it works and what it can do. All right, here's a closer look at the unit with the hood attached from the back. This is where the power connects. This plugs in like this. And the speed setting is a 2-speed switch, 1 being a low speed, 2 being a higher speed, and off in the middle. All right, so as mentioned earlier, the hood comes off for use that way or easy access to the pre-filter. The pre-filters are available in a pack of 2. It's friction fit, comes in and out like that. This is a great way to capture dust or debris that might be in the air. It also captures quite a bit of smoke. As mentioned, the pre-filters changed from the front intake side. The primary filters are on the top side here. As you can see, a close-up of the filter, it's a grid filter, fine holes through it. The smoke is captured into the filter. Over time, these filters do require changing, so let's take a look at how to change the filter. Most of the time, these things just pop off pretty easily. Some people like to use a small screwdriver. There's little spots you can do that. The filters come out like that. Replacement filters come individually, packaged like this, with these tabs that you can remove, and then they look like this. You just drop the new one in, and the top snaps back on, just like that. You can get expansion kits to add another stage of filtration on top. It's just a frame that snaps on, and then the other filter just sits on top, like that. Always remember to remove the tabs from the filter to allow the air to pass through, and it's ready to go. With this expansion kit, a higher speed setting is recommended to allow extra airflow through both filters. The hood comes off, but it can go back on any direction. So if you're wanting the power jack mounted towards you with the opening there, you can do that. Any direction, it's versatile that way. On the hood, another thing to note, this foot comes off. So if you want to have it on your surface area and you want to be able to slide it around, it can slide around quite easily. All right, we're going to show it in speed setting of 1, fairly close to the project. We're using a high heat to generate enough smoke that you should be able to see what's going on here. When you're burning really thick and hot, you might actually see a little bit of smoke coming out of the top because it's not going to capture everything, but it does capture most of it. You see the smoke going in? It's recommended that you use it as close as you can to your source of smoke to draw in as much smoke as possible. If you're using a higher speed setting, it's a little louder and it pulls the air faster. If you're back further, it'll pull a little bit better on a higher setting, but not quite enough. But this is a good way to flip it this way. It captures smoke very well. And now the higher speed setting with a larger opening surface area will draw the smoke from further away. And if you're using it to scrub the air in a room after you're done burning, just to keep filtering, higher speed is a good way to keep more airflow happening. We have multiple options for our tower mount system. mounting thread on the back. It's a 1/4 inch thread. Here's a quick display of how it attaches. Spin this thing on and then tighten up. Tower mounts come with little clips that let you attach the cable to the arm. Once it's attached, you can see that it allows the unit to hang and adjust in any position. Hang above your project, turn your project around, bring it down as close as you want. All right, that is the basics on the Razer Mini Smoke Extractor, or model number X60. As you can see, these things are very versatile for up close smoke filtration. They also work great in classroom settings if there's multiple units running to capture the smoke at the source, as well as running afterwards to continuously scrub the air. They're a small fan, but they do work over time to actually freshen up and clean a lot of that smell up as well. A side note, there is no guarantee that these things are going to remove toxins or prevent any allergies from occurring. If you have those things, if you're burning something that has got toxic chemicals, proper ventilation or a face mask is recommended. Hopefully this video is helpful. Like, subscribe, and share. Spread the word, and we'll see you around.